Hello, I am Melissa with Melissa Crochets with Love, and I'm here today to do a short tutorial of the stitch called the up and down stitch. Um, I've also heard of it called the pebble stitch. Yeah, so I got this stitch pattern out of the Crochet Stitch Bible that I purchased off Amazon and by Betty Barden, page 65. Um, yeah, this is a textured stitch, so it's good for face cloth, dishcloth, whatever you choose to call it. Also for blankets and stuff like that. So some of the tools that you will need today is going to be scissors, a darning needle, crochet hook, of course, and stitch markers if you choose to use those. Yeah, so I'm going to be starting off with my 5mm tulip hook. For tutorial purposes, I'll be using the Just Yarn Worsted through Dollar Tree. This is actually, I love cotton. Cotton, 85% more, preferably 100% is best used when you're making like base cloths and stuff like that. Okay, so we're going to start off by doing your slip knot. Now this pattern is used with an even amount of chains plus one. Again, I'm just going to do a small little swatch. So I'll be doing 20 chains plus one, two, there's my 20, and then I'll be doing the one extra. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my hands in front of the camera. So this is a 1 row repeat, which is comes in handy, especially when you're trying to get little projects out of the way faster. You automatically like fall into the pattern when I feel like when it's a 1 row repeat. So with this, we're going to start off by skipping the first chain. We don't count this on the hook. So we skip the first chain, go into the second chain, and you're going to be starting off with your single crochet. Okay. Next is going to be a double crochet. And some people like to go into the back loop. It makes a cleaner edge. You could do it either way when you do your initial foundation row. So we did single, double. Oops, sorry. Single. Double. Now you do your single crochet. And then you do your double crochet. And you're going to repeat this all the way down. Single, double, until you get to the end. Remember, you're skipping the first chain, starting off with your single and single, double, single, double, single, double. So I'll do it one more time. We're on the double crochet. And then your single crochet. So I'm going to pause this and I'm going to continue to the end of my row, and I will meet you at the end of the row to show you how to turn. Okay, so back at the end, I just have 3 more stitches. So I'm going to do my double. And then a single. And that last stitch is always going to be a double. Oops, sorry. It's always going to be a double. That's how you'll know that you're on track if you're starting with your single and always ending with your double. So I'm gonna do my last double at the end of the row. So there is row 1. And if you turn it over, you can start to see the texture. If you turn it to the side, the little bumps that come out, them are all the double crochets. See it that well, but the more you do it, you can see them here. The more you do it, the more you'll see it, the textures pop out. Okay, so to start row 2, you're going to turn your work. And when we started with the single crochet into the first stitch. So what we're going to do, or I apologize, the double crochet, the chain, we skipped the chain, sorry, I apologize, when we skipped the initial chain. So that was, so first we're going to chain 1, and you're going to go right back into the same spot right there, and you're going to do a single crochet. So what you're doing is you're putting the single on top of a double, the double on top of the single, which causes the texture. So you always turn your work, chain 1, and single right back into that spot where you chained 1. And then we're going to go on and to the last single under here that we did and put a double. And then this is a double that we did previously, so we're going to do a single. And that's another way to know when you're on track the right way, is if your stitches are lining up correctly. So in here is the single, you're going to put a double. And then where this double is, sorry if I'm out of the camera, where this last double is, we're going to put the single crochet. Okay, double. And then your single. Your double. And your single. So continue that down till you get to the end of your row, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so the last stitch that I did here was my single, and then almost at the end, I have 3 more stitches to go. So I'm going to move on with my double inside of that single crochet from the row before, and then a single into the double from the row before. And again, remember the last stitch is always going to be a double. So we're going to put a double at the last stitch from the row before, and that's the end of row 2. Don't know, like the lighting is, oh, if I tilt it this way, maybe you can see the stitches. They're like little bobbles that come out with all of your double crochets. Okay, so what we're gonna do next, I'll show you one more time. You're gonna turn your work. Okay, just like before, we're gonna chain 1, and you're gonna put a single crochet into that first stitch always. You're always gonna chain 1, and then you're gonna put the single crochet in the first stitch. And then you can see that this is single crochet right here from the row before. So we're gonna, since we did a single here, you're gonna put the double. Single. And double. Single. Oh, and your double. Single. And your double. Do it one more time. Whoops. Single. And you're I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to get to the end of the row and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I'm at the end of my row 3 almost. So I have 2 stitches left, so I'm going to do my single. And like previously stated, we're always going to end our rows with your double. Like that. So I'm trying to see. This is the up and down stitch, aka pebble stitch. Again, this is already a completed one. We'll just watch. So I'm going to show you this one a little bit better, the completed. It's good for wash rags. I mean, it's really textured. You just complete your one row as big, as tall as you want it. The height is, well, yeah, as high as you want it. All you would do to make it longer, if you want to make a blanket or an Afghan or whatever you choose, you just continue your initial chains as long as you feel comfortable or to your liking, as long as they are even. And then +1. So even +1. So I hope that this tutorial helped you. And I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Bye.